What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. I don't know why I keep fixing myself when I do my intro. I don't know why I do it. I just do it, so bear with it. Let's keep it rolling. I got a story out of Northwest Atlanta, and the story broke a little while ago, and it's about a guy named Anthony Dixon. Now, I don't have a picture of this guy. I've been looking in a database to see if I could find it. I couldn't come across it. So we'll just have this still up here for now. But yeah, this guy right here was caught drinking out of the spigots on the side of the houses where you hook the garden hose up to. At a lady's house, she heard the commotion, went out there and questioned what he was doing. And the following took place. Now I want you to see all this damage that was caused, and all this because somebody came on to somebody else's property and decided that they were right and the other person was wrong. Mental illness is real, and I think this is an example of it. Take a look.
A man tries to attack a mom and break into her home while she and her daughter are inside. It happened on Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard near Donald Lee Hollowell in Northwest Atlanta.
The ordeal caught on home surveillance video. Fox 5's Christopher King spoke exclusively with that mom. Christopher joins us live at APD headquarters.
Courtney, Tom, a guy tried to drink some water from a faucet on the side of a home. The woman who lived there asked him not to. Then he turned violent.
What are you doing? Huh?
Take a look at this video. Tarzine Jackson says this stranger tried to break into her home and attack her and her daughter. It all began last Saturday as she worked at her desk.
I heard some commotion on the side of the house.
Jackson says she looked outside and saw this man drinking water from the spigot on the side of her home. She told him to stop. She even offered him something to drink.
I'll give you a water bottle.
But the guy grew angry.
He starts cussing me out and coming up to the front of the porch, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
He attempts to go inside.
He tried to break down the front door.
Then he grabs the post of this tower her cats used to scratch from her front porch. He smashes Jackson's front window.
He threw that through the window, got glass everywhere.
Shards of glass grazed her 16-year-old daughter. That made Jackson furious.
I went into Mama Bear mode and I went after him.
Jackson rushed outside with a taser wand.
He tried to grab it, but it's a wand taser and he got shocked on his hand.
But the would-be intruder didn't give up. He hurled debris at Jackson.
He threw a water bottle at me. It hit me. He started throwing pieces of the fence from next door.
Jackson says several neighbors eventually chased him off. Police arrested Anthony Dixon a short time later.
It was a lot of adrenaline going, and I was like, you effed around, now you're about to find out.
All right, guys, that's the story of what happened to this lady dealing with this guy, Anthony Dixon, out of Northwest Atlanta. Guy's locked up with destruction of property and something with police, obstruction with police. But if this doesn't tell a lot of citizens out there that, that are home by themselves or work from home to get a concealed carry license or some type of gun ownership license, I don't know what does. This is a dangerous situation. It's astonishing to me how somebody will walk on your property, use something of yours, then when you come out and question them about it, all of a sudden it's your fault and chaos ensues. This guy walked up to her porch, then walked up to the front door, chased her as she went in the house. He gonna run up there and try to bust in the house. Can you imagine if he had gotten the house? If he's bold enough to bust in somebody's house, he's bold enough to go all the way. Another thing is this: how you gonna run up on a house where a woman's at and not know who's inside of it? Could you imagine if it was a man in there? This thing could have went entirely different. You see what I'm saying? Because men, we look at each other on the level of reasoning. Like, okay, for you to do that, you must have really thought you was running stuff. Not over here. That right there would have ended in fisticuffs. Seriously, what man would allow that? You try to come in here and invade this home and uproot the peace of everybody in here? What's wrong with you? She called the cop. The neighbors came out and helped her. That was a good thing. But one thing she did, I didn't agree with. She went back outside after he started walking away. And she went out there with a baton, a shock baton. Ma'am, he grabbed the shock baton and grabbed it at the right angle for it to shock his hand, like you said. If he had grabbed that baton from you and he didn't touch one of those probes, this could have ended in a different story. And it could have been reported a different way. I think she could have been smarter than that. But what she did worked. She was in protective mode. This guy took a cat scratcher and broke the window. What if it was a baby on that couch? Or laid up near the window and and the glass fell on the baby. That's why like crimes like this where people are so angry and they do something reckless that can endanger other people that are not really a part of it, I have no excuse for. And I have no tolerance for it neither. This dude right here, obviously he had some type of mental illness. I believe so. Because a lot of times people just go from 0 to 1,000 real quick. So I don't know what his mental illness was, but you got to be mentally ill to walk up in somebody's stuff and just start using it, their property. Crazy. You sitting in the house. She said, you're sitting in the house. Here this guy come. I'm thirsty. Let me go and go over there and drink out of go in their yard and drink out their stuff. Lady said, hey, I offered him a water bottle. If you paid attention, when he was pointing, he had a water bottle right here in this thing. Because he threw it at her. Remember, she said he threw a water bottle at her. Then he grabbed a piece of the fence, throwing it back and forth. Luckily, the commotion brought the neighbors out, and they did something. But that right there is stupid, but it could have ended badly for that lady. And I hope next time she uses better judgment, because that was dangerous. If a guy is willing to walk up on your porch and not know who's in that house and have to fool with you, he has either something on him or something outside of his mind that makes him think he's confident enough to achieve whatever goal it is he has with being aggressive with you. And that's something we need to think about out here. I wouldn't have thought no different when he bust that lady window if she had returned fire and let 3 off. You know what I'm saying? Into his back while he was on the sidewalk. I wouldn't have pressed no charges on her if I was the state, because she was in there minding the business, and here come this dude causing chaos. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, man, you guys be careful out there. I hope she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have to get me a weapon or something, because I can't let this happen again. That was almost like a home invasion. If you really pay attention to it, he tried to bust up in the crib. Unacceptable. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Luckily, she wasn't hurt. Said the little girl was grazed by glass, the 16-year-old, but good thing it could have been worse. See you in the next video. Take care.